Hey YouTubers, this is Manny P. We're gonna do a tech review today on the Sony MDR-XB950B1's extra bass headset. I got them in blue because in black they're like $129, and in blue they're $99. Saved myself $30. The only difference is that at Best Buy you got to order them online and go that route with them. Now, I tried a few pairs. I've been through quite a few pairs of headphones, and I did the Skull Candy Crushers, which had awesome bass effect on it, but it had a lot of missing mids, and you couldn't hear the bass lines directly, you know, through the effect. I mean, it was more bass drum than anything. No, um, decent sounding headphones, but I want more definition so far as being able to hear the bass lines and make my ears thump a little bit with the bass drum and all that, and just hear all the instruments. Not hardcore audiophile, but you know, good enough where I get a good separation of the instruments, and I get to hear the music the way it's supposed to be heard. And on these particular ones here, I had the more expensive Sonys, which were the 1000 XMs also, and I got the Skull Candy Crushers, and then I got the Hesh 3s, and I got the lower version of this. I forgot the model, which was the Sony, I think the 550, which I wasn't really impressed with at all. But so far as having the higher end Sony, which is at $299 compared to the $99 version of the Sony 950B1s, and you also have the N1s, which are noise canceling, but pretty much the same type of headphone. Um, they sound good. I mean, out of all the ones that I've tried, the more expensive one to the cheaper one to like being in the middle range here, over here for $99, this one was actually the best sounding out of all of them. I was impressed with the instrument separation and all that. This is the box that it comes in, and this is the package that it comes in. It doesn't come with a carrying case. It works on the Sony app. Um, you have your USB cords. Okay, if I can get it open with one hand, because I'm doing this on my cell phone. But you got your quick start guide, which in my opinion you really don't need. But then you got your audio jack cord. If you want to run it without going Bluetooth, you can plug it into your phone, and you got your USB cord. That's what comes with it. And this is the headphones. I mean, I think the blue's actually pretty cool. With the black pair, you have that aluminum shield up here. It gets a lot of fingerprints. It just doesn't look good when it's getting dirty. I mean, the black is nice. It has the red trim on it and all that, but me personally, I prefer the blues. And the build quality on them is fairly decent. The only thing that concerns me is the swivel here. I read online that these have a tendency to break. I haven't experienced that so far, and I'm on my second set of these. I got the blue ones because they were cheaper. So they don't fold in; they fold flat. So if that's what you're looking for, perfect. You can put them in your backpack or whatever. Um, it has the super bass button here. Some of the older versions have a separate button for super bass and ambient sound on the higher end models, but they put it all on one button now. There's your power button. There's your super bass. There's your charging outlet, and there's your audio jack opening right there. You can hook this up to the Sony app. You can set it on. You can do a theater mode. You can do the surround sound modes, which is theater mode, club, stage, and outdoor. These actually sound good, believe it or not, without any of that on there. They're actually a really good. To me, they're a really good bottom sounding set of headphones. They come with a 1.75 driver on it, so it's a big driver on it to begin with. Comes with that Sony technology that takes those compressed files and and decompresses. It doesn't have the LADA, I think it is, that they throw on the higher end model, but it has the two other um, softwares that decode compressed audio files. So far as the range, it's okay. It's not the best. I thought the crushers were better. So far as range, I could walk maybe 20 feet and I get a little bit of interference. And I noticed with long use also, they have a tendency to get a little bit of knockout, like for maybe a second here and there, but it's not consistent. It just happens here and there once in a while. Um, Plenty of volume. I mean, they get pretty loud. Um, I mean, I usually play them at 50%, um, and that's fine with me. I mean, but they can get pretty loud. I think they work pretty loud. Battery power on it is pretty good. I mean, this is my second pair, and the first pair were the black ones that I had until I found these for $30 cheaper. But I charged it at full charge. I ran it for a week and I still didn't have to charge it. And I was using it, one day I used it for 3 or 4 hours, um, and, on a consistent basis, using it every day for at least 1 to 2 hours also. So the battery's pretty good. They say to hook it into a USB port of a computer, but I've been using my power brick from my LG and hooking it into one of the available cords that I got, and it charges fine. Um, I'm saying like a full charge. If it's down on low charge, probably 3 to 4 hours. If it's down on a medium charge, I've averaged about maybe 2 hours to get a full charge out of it. So that's pretty much about it. I mean, so far as trying the 1000 XM2s, which were Sony, and they were nice, but I couldn't get a happy medium of having a sound on them without tweaking out the surround sound, like the arena sound, and messing around with the EQ. On this, all you got is the super bass control and the surround sound, like the arena sound and stage and club. Where the XM2s is more what they have a custom setting on there where you can go into your equalizer settings and mess around with that if that's the type of thing. But with the XM2s, I felt there was just too much work to try and tweak everything. Like if I was listening to a different genre of music, I would have to tweak them out again and come up with a perfect setting. These all around, you don't have to tweak them. You can run them any old way without any effect on it whatsoever. They still sound good. They're consistent. Okay, and for the money, you don't have to spend $299. You can spend $99 and get yourself a decent set of headphones that are consistent in sound, and these are definitely consistent in sound. The crushers, I would have to tweak the bass on them, and here and there, would be too much effect and too little effect. So these out of the box with nothing on them sound good. And if you like that extra bass, you put on the super bass on it, and you know, like I said, those still sound good on every song. I mean, like some of the old monologue recordings, maybe I would put the effect on it because it's bad recording anyway. So try to make it sound better than what it did when it was recorded. Um, but like I said, these are a good buy here, and I suggest these. So you guys looking for a good set of headphones? These are them, the Sony MDR-XB950B1s. I highly recommend them. It's Manny P. Be seeing you soon.